Greetings, I am the Soviet Warlord, and today I am bringing you another episode of Stakhanov's Builds. Been waiting for it? Today we will be covering the Spectra laser pistol. This is a corpus built laser tool, initially designed for construction. Now it's available to deconstruct your enemies. Unlike its counterpart, the flux rifle, this is a secondary weapon, skewed towards defeating armour instead of flesh. When using the Spectra, you will be dealing the following damage: 3 impact, 21 puncture, and 6 slash. Accuracy is not an issue with this weapon. The laser is pinpoint and recoilless, staying exactly where you point it with a rating of 100%. Critical stats are nothing to celebrate, with 5% chance accompanied by a 2x critical multiplier. Its status chance is very favourable, however, at a base 20%. Reloads are rapid, clocking in at 2 seconds exactly. You will be draining your power cell at 5 units per second, equating to its rate of fire. The Spectra also has one of the highest magazine capacities available on any secondary, at 80 units of power per magazine. One of the more interesting traits about the Spectra, and one of the disadvantages of this weapon, is that unlike other laser and beam based weapons, it does not actually have instant travel time, and the beam is actually extended from the moment you pull the trigger. It also suffers from an extremely poor ammo efficiency when used for long periods of time. You'll find yourself using a lot of ammo to kill a single enemy, and it's not even going to be your fault. It also has a hard cap of range to just 20 meters. Beyond this, your beam will literally stop, and you're unable to deal any damage whatsoever to enemies outside of this cap. While modifications can be used to extend it, it has a very ineffective operating area. While the weapon does have drawbacks, such as poor damage and poor range, when employed correctly, the Spectra can deal some surprising amounts of damage. But using this weapon for sustained periods of time is not advised without a good display of tactics at your disposal. Thus, we shall capitalise on its armour-piercing capability, skewing it for eliminating Grineer units. Our first 2 modifications are Barrel Diffusion and Hornet Strike. As with the 2 standard rifle mods, these 2 should be mandatory on almost every secondary weapon setup. For our third choice, Lethal Torrent reigns supreme. Granting your modest little laser 60% more multi-shot will allow you to do almost triple your base damage by default. While it may not have a visible effect, you'll essentially be firing 3 beams at once at your target, but given the mechanised accuracy of the laser, you will not see the other 2, as they're essentially layered underneath. Your fire rate will also get a 60% buff. While on paper this does sound redundant, this does substantially increase your damage per second at the cost of using your energy and magazine a little bit faster, but focusing your energy will allow you to bring your opponent down far quicker, and with a weapon with so little lethality, you need every advantage you can get. Our fourth choice takes us to the element Pathogen Rounds. This mod gives you 90% more toxic damage and adds it onto our armour piercing base damage, though this is all a precursor to a combined element. Thus we will double this up with Deep Freeze, which grants us 90% cold damage. Combining the 2 gives us a 180% total of viral damage. This is a powerful element against all Grineer units, allowing you to more or less bypass their armour rating and tap straight into their pool of health instead. With the base puncture working to break the armour and your virus killing off their health, you'll be dealing crushing amounts of damage with your elemental advantage. Fifth on the list is Heated Charge, or better yet, if you have it, Primed Heated Charge, granting 90% or 165% fire damage respectively. This is another element to couple with your powerful viral killing potential, applying even more pressure to the Grineer health. The disgustingly powerful mix of virus and fire will be granting you double damage against armoured units, and may even allow you to instantly kill any enemy the laser touches at lower levels, saving you some very precious energy. Our last 2 modifications are geared to taking advantage of our unusually high status chance, so we elect Pistol Pestilence as our penultimate mod, further piling up and increasing our virus damage and raising our status chance by 60%. For every virus proc that connects with the enemy, you slash their health in half, allowing you to kill them in half the time. The more you capitalise on this advantage, the easier your engagements become. Just be careful getting close enough to use it on higher levels. Frostbite doubles onto this with even more virus and adds another 60% status chance. In total, this combination will give you virus and fire procs on 70% of your damage output, which gives you a hefty advantage, even with a badly suited makeshift weapon like this one. Even if you don't manage to use your virus proc, the fire will panic enemies and stop them in their tracks. If you are left wanting for ammo on more than one occasion, you may wish to sacrifice one of your dual mods in favour of a pistol ammo mutation, or primed pistol ammo mutation. Or you could even consider running a scavenger mod on your WarFrame to cover the difference if you prefer damage. Considering the very short range of your weapon, Punch Through, while providing utility, grants very little benefits, and thus has not been elected on this build. How many formers will you require to specialise this weapon? A whopping 6. For a weapon which grants so little benefit, maximisation is reserved only for die-hard fans of the Spectra for sure. So that's the build. One geared towards being a glass cannon. Getting up close will allow you to destroy your opponent very quickly and slash enemy health into submission with ease. But it comes at the increased risk of being taken down without having any of your wits about you. So when you can't find your Soma or your shotgun is out of ammo, pick up this mining laser instead and cut your enemy in two. And now it's time for the Infested Hunter Declassified build. For this one, I have acquired a powerful Riven mod, which allows it to become a vastly powerful force against high level Infested, confidently cutting down level 60 to 80s in a matter of seconds. While still maintaining its horrible ammo inefficiencies, my personal Spectra build provides an enormous 1500 gas damage per tick, almost double the output of my original build, and it still maintains its 70% proc status chance using the following mod, Spectra Ignitac. A truly lethal mix of 171% additional fire damage, which stacks with primed heated charge, and 93% faster reloads allows the Spectra to change mags within a second and dole out frightening levels of damage and gas-filled death on infested ships, and provide a nasty pure gas build, all the while only replacing one mod, Deep Freeze. It does come with a small but negligible penalty of completely abolishing all critical potential from the Spectra, but given how poorly the laser performs in terms of critical stats, this is a very tiny, insignificant drawback, and that is the Stakhanov Infested Hunter Special Edition Spectra. This has been Stakhanov's Builds. I hope you've enjoyed and adopt my methods for yourself in the field. Join me again next time where we'll be covering the Dare of Vandal. Take care out there, guys. And for the Riven giveaway and the Platinum giveaway, a special well done to Kimberly King, who managed to bet 28,451 kills, landing fairly close to the original mark. Well done. Please message my YouTube channel with your username and I will deliver your rewards in game. Thank you very much.